Her er han, den fantastiske Jim Swann!
Good evening, latter! Hey, you've been trained, haven't you? Yeah. Okay. Comedy! Give me a cop. Give me a D. D. And the bit in the middle? D. What? All right, start again. No, it's fine. Great, brilliant. Comedy, stand up without sweaters. Fantastic. Okay. So I was at a party the other day, and somebody got really drunk at the party, yeah, and they fell over and they hit their head on a coffee table, and they were out cold. And I went, this is always happening to me, right? I said, oh, quick, is there a doctor in the house? And somebody said, oh, I have a doctorate. And I said, well, help this guy. No, I have a PhD, a doctorate in philosophy. Well, I mean, do something. You might be dying. Oh, but death is really only a doorway into a different level of consciousness, really. Fucking hell. So he was no good. So I had to get my phone out. I got my phone out and I called the emergency number. Yeah, I went, emergency, 1134 F? So how come there's 3 separate numbers, right? In an emergency, right? Like in America, you've got one number, you go 911, and in Britain, 9 something, I don't know, right? But here, you have to remember a funny little song to know what to call. Like, oh, it's emergency. Oh, how does it go again? If you've fallen out of a tree, call 113. If you've been raped by Robert De Niro, call 110. If you've been run over by a shark and your bowels spill out onto the pavement, and then the paramedics come and they scoop everything back in, they take you to the hospital, and they sew you up, and then your parents bring you flowers, and then everything's fine, but then they realise that you're on fire too. Call 112. I don't have time for that. My house could be on fire, right? And I call them and say, my house is on fire. And they go, oh, sorry, this is the police. Sorry. Did somebody set your house on fire? If somebody set it on fire, then we'd be there. But since it's only burning, it's not technically breaking any laws. So, okay, good luck. Okay, bye. Love you, bye. So, thank you very much. I'd like to tell you something that happened to me now the other day. Made a big impression on me. Okay, so I was walking down the street with my boyfriend. Okay, good. We can move on. Great, thanks. And I don't know why I do that, but because everybody's always fine with it. Yeah, I've never done a gig and people have gone boo, and then started throwing like vaginas at me. No, never ever happens, right? Okay. So I was walking down the street and we were holding hands, and this group of teenage boys were walking towards us, and I thought, oh shit, they might say something, maybe they're going to confront us, maybe get beaten up, I don't know. So I thought, maybe I should let go. And I thought, no, that'll look really obvious. So I'm like, and I didn't know what to do, so I thought, you know what, no, I'm not going to let go. Because it's my right to hold my boyfriend's hand and think of all the people in the past who have fought for my right and made it possible for me to be in this situation at all. And think of all the people in the future to whom I owe it to normalise this. I thought, yes, exactly, right. Don't let go. And then as they're about like 5 meters away from us, I chickened out. And I crossed my eyes, my hand like that, my leg like that, and so walked along like this, like that. And we survived. Now, I'm not proud of what I did. It was some sort of survival reflex, right? So there's gay pride and there's gay stupidity, okay? So it's being on the safe side. Sexuality is a spectrum anyway, you know what I mean? You've got homosexuality there and heterosexuality there. And most people are somewhere in between. I'll quite happily admit that I find some women attractive. Sometimes I'll see a woman, I'll think, oh, look at her. Oh, look at her. Oh, she's got nice biceps. Oh, lovely. But I'm getting older now, and I'd quite like to have kids. I think that'd be a nice thing to do with my life. But, of course, some people say that gay people shouldn't have kids at all, which isn't really fair, because I didn't choose to be gay, right? I was just born on a Sunday. You're probably thinking, oh, that doesn't make any sense, right? But I found this old nursery rhyme, right, called Monday's Child. It's a a poem for children, right? And obviously, it's up for interpretation. I can't fucking find it. There it is. It's up for interpretation, but I think it gives a compelling argument, okay? So it goes like this. Monday's child is fair of face. Tuesday's child is full of grace. Wednesday's child is full of woe. Thursday's child has far to go. Friday's child, loving and giving. Saturday's child works hard for a living. But the child who was born on the Sabbath day likes having cum in his mouth. So it was kind of already written in the literature. Do you know what I mean? It was already in the cards. And I see what people mean, because you can't really raise children when you've got a mouthful of cum. You know what I mean? It's difficult to be authoritative, you know, when you've been quaffing jizz and they come home at 3 o'clock in the morning and you go, "What time do you call this?" "It's 3:30 in the morning. Your father and I have been worried sick. We've been worried sick. Worried sick. I mean, you didn't even know. You didn't even bring your mobile telephone with you. We had no idea where you were or who you're with. Why can't you take me seriously?" What? Go to your room. No, go to your room. Go to your room. How? Go to your room. Look what you made me do now. Fucking kids. Of course, if you're straight, you can have kids by accident. You know what I mean? You get drunk, and then you get a bit sloppy with a condom, and then you wake up the next day and think everything's fine, and then a few days later, the woman says, "Oh, I'm late for something," I don't know, a meeting or something. And then you got a baby, right? That's not going to happen with me. I'm not going to wake up one morning with my boyfriend and go, "Oh, shit. Oh, we got drunk, and we started the very long and complicated and emotionally draining process of adoption." Oh, no. Oh, what were we thinking? Oh, shit. I knew that wasn't a wine bar. It was the adoption centre. Fucking open at 3 a.m. right next to the pub. Oh, shit. But are you sure it's mine? Oh, hang on. This is your signature? Oh, God. Oh. Of course, coming out as a gay person is a big deal. I remember I told girls in my class first, and they said, "Well, how do you know you're not straight if you've never slept with a woman?" And I thought, I turn that around. How do you know that you're not a necrophiliac? All right? Don't really need to check, do you? So, and then, of course, I told my parents, I told my mum, and she said, "Well, you know, you're still the same, Jim, you know, nothing's changed, you know, we love you unconditionally," you know. And she started crying, you know, because it was emotional, you know, it was a big thing. And I turned to my dad, and he said, "I'm not really that surprised, to be honest. My parents are coming." That's it. Enjoy life.